So, have you ever stopped to think about the stuff that actually powers our modern world? I mean, the hidden stuff. It's in the planes we fly, the cars we drive, even the buildings we live in. They are, and I'm not exaggerating here, engineering's unsung superheroes. And today we're finally putting them in the spotlight.
All right, to really get a grip on just how important these materials are, let's kick things off with a little riddle.
Okay, really think about this for a second. You've got one thing soaring through the clouds, another hugging a racetrack with insane precision, and the third? It's literally designed to save someone's life. I mean, they seem worlds apart, don't they? So what on earth could possibly link them all together?
Well, the secret, it isn't about what they do. It's about what they're made of.
Yep, that's the answer. Composite materials. That's the hidden connection, the incredible innovation that gives each of those things their mind-blowing performance. So let's dive in and figure out what makes them so special.
So, what is a composite exactly? Well, to put it simply, you're just taking two or more different materials and combining them. But here's the kicker. The real magic isn't just about mixing them up. It's about creating something brand new with what we call superior properties, a material that is way more capable than any of its individual parts.
You know, the best way to think about it is like an all-star team in sports. You take the unique strengths of each player, or in our case, each material, and you bring them together. What you get is this super material that can do things that none of them could ever do on their own. It's just pure engineering synergy.
Okay, so what kind of superpowers are we talking about here? What does this all-star team-up actually unlock? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of what makes these composites such a game-changer.
All right, so composites basically have three main superpowers. First up, and this one's the biggie, is a super high strength-to-weight ratio. Just imagine something with the strength of steel that weighs as little as plastic. It's wild. Next, you've got incredible durability, meaning they can take a real beating. And last but not least, they have amazing corrosion resistance. You know, unlike a lot of metals, they just don't rust. Ever.
And because of these superpowers, composites aren't just stuck in some high-tech lab somewhere. No way. They're actually all around us, shaping our world in ways you probably don't even realize.
Okay, let's circle back to that jet and the race car from our riddle. Their secret? It's all about that incredible strength-to-weight ratio. It's simple, really. A lighter vehicle is a faster, more fuel-efficient vehicle. Composites let engineers build these amazingly strong and safe structures, but without all the heavy baggage of traditional metals. It lets them just completely push the boundaries of speed and efficiency. But hey, it's not just about going fast. Just look around you, at our cities. Reinforced concrete? That's one of the most common composites on the entire planet. See, the concrete part is amazing at resisting being crushed. That's its compressive strength. But it's absolutely terrible if you try to pull it apart. So that's where the steel rebar inside comes into play. It gives it awesome tensile strength. And together, they literally form the backbone of our modern world.
All right, now let's head out to the ocean. Salt water, as you know, is just brutal on most metals. It causes rust, decay, it's relentless. But since composites are so good at resisting corrosion, they're the perfect material for things like boat hulls and other marine gear that has to survive for years and years in that super harsh environment.
And let's go back to our riddle one more time. That bulletproof jacket. Its power comes from layers and layers of advanced composite fibers. They're woven together in a way that makes them strong enough to stop a projectile, but still light enough for someone to actually wear. It is a direct life-or-death application of these material superpowers.
And get this, even the world of sports is totally powered by composites now. I'm talking about high-performance bikes, tennis rackets, golf clubs, you name it. They're all engineered to be ridiculously strong, stiff, and lightweight. And what that does is, it allows athletes to transfer way more power and shatter records that were just, impossible to break with older materials.
So, okay, we've seen them in the air, on the ground, in the water. They're everywhere. But what's the big takeaway here? What does all this really mean for us?
Here's the most important thing to remember. Composites are so much more than just an ingredient. They're basically a platform for innovation. By figuring out how to combine materials in clever new ways, we can literally design custom solutions for pretty much any challenge you can think of. We're talking about unlocking completely new levels of human potential.
And that leaves us with one final thought. We've seen the incredible power that comes from combining different materials to create something, greater than the sum of its parts. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, if we can engineer a better world just by combining materials, imagine what we could build if we combine our different skills, our diverse perspectives, and our unique talents. Just think about the problems we could solve them.